Hello everyone, today our group will present the content of Chapter 6 on Australia from the book Communicating Science, a Global Perspective. This chapter primarily outlines the evaluation of science communication in Australia, from early knowledge dissemination to the gradual enhancement of communication methods and the development of a modern communication system. We will discuss the 5 stages of science communication in Australia and share the characteristics we have identified in 8 areas. Well, science communication in Australia has transitioned from traditional to modern approaches, from individual participation to institutional norms, and from one-way dissemination to two-way interaction.
The first, content, form, and system, from delivery simple scientific knowledge to establish a modern communication system, from a single communication form to multiple communication forms. Content and format. Before 1788, the content of the broadcast is knowledge about the natural world, which is transmitted orally through the dance and storytelling. The main forms of communication are connection, exploration, investigation, educational lectures, and media reports. After World War II, the content of the communication is scientific knowledge, scientific education, and scientific policy. The forms of communication are education and training, interactive activities, and media reports. Mid to late 20th century, the ways of scientific communication have been diversified, with more emphasis on international integration, emphasizing the role of science in society and culture. The second, science communication system. 1788, European settlers arrived. Early years public education, Australia and New Zealand Association for the Advancement of Science. After World War II, education and training, media and social media, interactive activities. In a 20 years envelope from the mid-1960s, universities began to try to set up science communication courses. After 1994, in the early 21st century, the focus of science communication research shifted from natural science to humanist and social science, which promoted the establishment of a science communication academic system.
Hi, I will talk about the following two sections. First, I want to talk about the characteristic of Australian science communication. The characteristic of the stage, the power of science communication changed from the perceived to activity, being guided one way by policy politics to influence policy. We can divide into the three-time period. The first time period is the rise of the new industry, the emergence of the different jobs, and the new employment opportunities. Scientific communication has been promoted to certain events. The second stage was in 1985. Australia established the Association for the Advance of Science and the Science Media Center, which increased people overall understanding of science. The science began to work more productively with the government and begin to influence policy formulation. Next, discuss the characteristics where science communication participate. Its main characteristics are that science communication are empty together, the numbers are increased, and the background are become rich. There are three main stages. The participants in the first stage are meant the public. In the second stage, it was meant to host for the meeting who play a great role in the protein scientific communication. At the last extreme, Relevation University has opened master course, and research has begun to become more professional.
Let's talk about the target audience of science communication. Science communicators are like a big team now. There are more of us, and we come from all kinds of backgrounds. This means we can share science in ways that make sense for everyone. A long time ago, the first Australians passed down their knowledge of the land through stories and dances. This was science the indigenous way. When new settlers came, They needed to learn how to find this new land. Science helped them figure it out, and they shared what they learned with others. After the war, science communication helped build a stronger economy. The government supported research that made life better and created new jobs. Now, we see science on the news and in fun places like science centers. We are making it easy for anyone to learn about science and join in. We have experts who know how to make science exciting for students, women, and leaders in business. They design projects that get people interested and involved. Another important part is science communication and public relations. Science communication used to be like telling a story, but now it's more like a conversation. We used to just tell people about science, but now we chat with them. More people are joining in, making science a team effort where everyone's ideas count. And today, with interactive science centers, online platforms, and public consultation, science is more interactive than ever. Groups like FASTS, which stands for the Federation of Australian Scientific and Technological Societies, has now been renamed to STA or Science and Technology Australia, even taking science to places like the National People's Congress, showing how important it is for everyone to be part of science.
Now we can see the evolution of science communication and social practice in Australia. At the first, early stage that was driven mainly by explorers and scientists, with low public engagement. Middle stage, post-war to technological advancements, increased public engagement. The modern stage, high public participation, application of scientific knowledge in policy making and social problem solving. The last characteristics is local development and international relations of science communication in Australia. The first stage is early to mid-20th century. Local development is the natural history and the exploration. International relations mainly links with the UK. The second stage of local development has two aspects. On the one hand is the popular reason of science education. On the other hand is establishment of scientific research institution. In international relations, Australia actively participates in international scientific cooperation projects. The modern stage of local development is diversified science communication, innovation, and technological development in terms of international relations, participation in global scientific networks, and transnational scientific research. Cooperation have developed rapidly, in particular with the establishment of the International Science Council and the UNESCO. Australian scientists has actively participated in global scientific projects and become globalized.
The exploration of science communication in Australia has seen both successes and failures. Science communication has broadened its contribution across various sectors and has deeply engaged in practice. It interacts with the increasing scientific literacy in society, gradually adapting to the changes of scientific advancement and societal needs. Nonetheless, communicators are commanded to find more effective ways to address barriers of public participation and coordinating relationships among stakeholders to better engage in social decision-making and provide optimal solutions to the economic and environmental issues in Australia. Okay, that's all content of Chapter 6 on Australia. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below the video and we will reply you immediately. Bye!